Welcome once again to MZ na Diaspora. Today I'm not going to talk about the usual stuff that you get used to. It was nice to see people celebrating, people enjoying, and also see other comments going on online about the usual topic, Ayamara, in his success story as an African traveler. But also there is a very sad side of the story. Many people, they don't talk these days, not only in Yambawanzi or somewhere else. Before I go further, I want to say thank you to my existing subscribers, and if you are new here, please welcome to subscribe to this channel and help this channel get to 1,000 subscribers. I'll be happy with that. But I never say that. I can say I really highly appreciate the few of you following the channel. I know many people think about the reach when you're on YouTube. They don't understand this platform is a platform that you share views, points, and thoughts about life, and also good times, bad times, sadden, and entertain people. For quite long, I have this thing that I didn't want to talk. Most recently happened this war going on. You can see the war, you can hear the war in Ukraine, in Israel, and Gaza. And I've been trying to be honest, be aware of that. But as time gone away, I start realize these things become more closer to my skin and my surroundings. Also, the way in the society where I live, where politicians and others, very powerful people like Pierre Morgan, start influence in such way the diversion of awareness and sanity becomes an issue. I'm not saying that what I've been doing previous, I've been hiding something. No, I'm just saying it is sad. Wake up and you try to push yourself far as possible from the controversy. And that controversy, even you walk in the street, you don't know if you can express, you can talk to the next of somebody that is next to you about. And I want to remind people, we all come from different beliefs and thoughts. And those beliefs and thoughts, time to time, they have clashes, wherever you live. And we can talk about Max Swan, we can talk about Ayamara, we can talk about many people, Guatemala, we can talk about Vladimir Putin, we can talk about Ronald Reagan, Margaret Thatcher. There is so much things in history out there, singular and influential people. But what strikes me to do this video, that is something I have thinking for a while. I should say, I should not say, because it becomes too much, even to handle, to go on the train, or public transport, and walk in the street, watch TV, these media, corporate media, YouTube channels, Twitter, and so forth. You start questioning yourself, what I am That is the point of today. What I am. I am a human being with the rights to have an opinion, or I am a modern slave. So far, this is what I'm trying to figure out. Because if I open my mouth and give a true opinion, I will be targeted somewhere, somehow. And those they will target me, they have their own agenda. They're also scared to be targeted by somebody else, not me, or more conservative, more liberal, and so forth. So let me bring you to a certain point here where to start. Okay, you that are my subscriber, I'm not trying to offend you. And you will join this channel. Also, this is not an offense. Just as an open discussion, and I'll appreciate your comments. Somewhere I will learn in a great extent about other people thinking. Latest, this conflict about Israel and Hamas has get out of hand, out of proportions, and I can say out of control. And some governments are going to understand to lose their minds in name of their people, support, not the, to be honest here, there is something sarcastic and funny. When these governments talking, they say on behalf of the people of this nation, I don't think it's on behalf of the people of those nations, on behalf of their parties and themselves. Because when you go out of your end and then ends, and then you go and say, we are fully behind Israel, the state of Israel, the people of Israel, or whatever, and then we are fully condemn Hamas, and then we are supporting that the Palestinians must be raised from the earth. Basically, this is the message I've been getting from many sources, that there is one kind of humans, they have a right to exist, and another kind of humans does not have rights to exist. I'm not trying here to justify anything. What I'm trying to say here is a very simple thing. I am a human. I have beliefs, and also I do support things. I have choice. Like saying democracy, you have right to choose and right to say. But in these circumstances, I've been surprised and shocked, very surprised and shocked. Even I got scary, express my point of views with others, and even comment, because I don't think something here is right. No. If I do recall some events in 1977, when these athletics came from not Palestine, Israel, they went to these Olympic Games, and these PLO people at the time done this terrorist attack, killed people and so forth. At the time was a very beautiful lady, a God gift in Israel, that was a prime minister lady. And she came with something that even me got surprised how she handled the matter. When I see some videos and anything, when how this thing was prepared and done, when she say, we will never rest, we'll hunt these people down, and then they went pinpoint one by one who killed those people. That was very clever. That is heart of war, and a stand of festival, start to analyze the facts and to understand this is not about a community, it's about people living into the community. What this means, that's what you might say, what the hell this guy is trying to send here. Look on the Second World War issues with Auschwitz. When you talk about Auschwitz, it's a very sensitive topic. very sensitive. They can label you anyway, anyhow. They can cancel you. It's the same what we see with Miskin 1, Miskin 2, and what is going on in that war in Ukraine, where this culture, the Slav culture, felt threatened, and the Slavs, they put themselves in arms to protect themselves, and everybody is against. Most of the people have money, the people have power. They are like, okay, this is not what you think, is what we think. There you start to realize this is not only about Slavs, it's not about Jews, it's not about Africans, it's not about Americans, it's not about Muslims, it's not about Latin Americans, Incas, and all that. This is about humans, individuals that misrepresent the reality that we live today. You will judge me. I'm 100% no. You will judge me. You are gonna call me names. You're gonna even blow off. But the point I wanna ask you here: who have right to live? That is the question I have. That is the point of this video. Who have right to say? Who have right to determine who lives, what you do, what you don't do? Who determines that? That is very important on this conversation, on this monologue that I'm doing in this video. Whatever day, time you're gonna see, I'll not take away this web page except YouTube find it something that should not be published, because I have seen YouTube erase, cancel people with different views and opinions. But at this point in time, my thing is, does the people behind Google, the people behind YouTube, the mass media, CNN, CBS, BBC, SBC, RT, China, whatever, all these humans with different types of dealing, who have right to exist? This is very important question that I want to get out of there and ask you, my viewer, and others who are watching this. Does the opinions have to be done according how deep is your pocket, how deep they will pay you to confront the cameras and talk openly? Because I don't think Netanyahu is a threat to the human kind existence. Netanyahu has got to this point because of a reason. But there is a problem with Netanyahu, that nobody's questioned himself as a human being. That Mr. Netanyahu understands is a human being like me, like anybody. It is brutal to wake up in the morning and hear people being killed. But how these people been killed? How we got to this point with all these technology, all these Mossad is one of the things people fear. People, when hear this name of Mossad, people go shit in their pants. I do remember a case in the university when we have some conversation about Palestine, and some individual from Israel start to call others monkeys. At the time, I started to say to myself, hey, this guy is a Mossad. How he feels so confident, so on his own skin, that he can do anything and anytime, it will not happen nothing to him. So this is the point I'm trying to say to Mr. Netanyahu. Did you ask yourself why this thing went so out of control? How this thing blew, how these people came with these crazy ideas, how these people manage to blind every single thing. There is the question that I have to Mr. Netanyahu and his supporters. I don't have a, I'm not undermining nobody here, because this question is a reflection of many events and many things that we have seen in our lifetime. So, is the World War III nearby? Yeah, the World War III is already in motion. And most of you don't understand what is World War III. World War III is an hybrid war. The no longer armies, massive uh, human beings confront each other. Is what every day you have in your cell phone is a spam, is a scam, is the use of electronic welfare, is the psychological activities like Pierre Morgan is part of that warfare. BBC double stands in many issues. Politicians that they can't hold themselves and refine themselves to the reality. Say, okay, we used to be a great power, we used to be an empire, but today we are no longer. And if I go out there with this imperialist mentality, how I can put a shield towards my own people before I move a leg? So this comes to a real World War III. And this World War III is not about alliances, NATO, about Australia and this, Russia and that. No. This World War III is humans sitting behind the screens like what I'm doing right now, talking to you, and watch and prepare my cycle and say, okay, this guy done this, I can learn this trick, I can do it that, and then apply those things against other humans. This is what World War III. So, will this World War III blow? That the way the issue is. Yes, this will blow, but not those people you can expect it. Remember the history about the Romans, how the empire of Romans, the others after, went down with small thing, just a small thing, start crumble these all powerful empires. Many of us say the United States is a great power. It is a great power. Even Vladimir Putin, in one of his interviews, mentioned, I was surprised and shocked that way, and he said, yeah, I really appreciate, I really agree. And I start also ask myself, if this man that is so much, name it whatever whatever is, what is your point of view, is able to say this on cameras, that he knows very well this will be registered for history and lifetime, as acknowledge the power of the United States of America. But that power of the United States of America will be there forever. There is another issue we start concerned when you see the United States of America deploying these massive force, these I can't explain it in words, towards the other side of the world, and try to put their will. Is their will be the future, or their will be a disaster? So these are the things shows you that we are already in the World War III. This conflict between believers, non-believers, between people called inferiority to others, undermine these issues of BRICS, the surge of BRICS, and this issue of de-dollarization, how the new Cold War is being designed by our own leaders. Now is not about against a evil empire, is we ourselves denying ourselves be part of a multipolar conjunction of reality. When we see the prices on the shelves, I'll give you an example that when the prices affect me. I like soup, and I used to buy these packets for 95 cents. Now it's like almost 125. So when I see my bill, particular gas, here in the United Kingdom, went on the roof, the government in the beginning subsidized us. And then, little by little, they cut it off. And now, can you imagine what is the prices? Are too heavy. Winter is coming, and the government would not have enough money to support the population with less means, because the government went all bananas and support wars out there that end of the day bring in this country some social weight, because people think this is a paradise, this is yeah, they're safe. I'll be honest, you're not safe anywhere in the world. A couple of years, talking about all these contests I'm talking here, a couple of years, I was living in South London. And at the time I was a student, university student. So you can imagine my background, where I come from. And one of the things I got scary, I was walking between Oval and Elephant and Castle. And that area is mixture of different cultures, people around the world, you name it. I can't even say A, B, C, D. I got scared because I was listening to the radio about these events went on in America. And then I start asking myself, these people live here, these people walk with me, these people go to school, we sit in the same, we go eat in the same cafeteria. So who is who? Are these people gonna one day blow themselves? At the time, too many young people became radicalized in that area. I got scary, and then I started asking myself. 3 days later, luckily I was home at the Brixton Road nearby. And always I put the TV on. Now I don't watch any more BBC. To be honest with you, I confess, I don't watch BBC, anything. And as I was there, I was doing some coursework, my dissertation. Sky goes off. Some bus blow in Oxford or whatever, terrorists and that. I was like, God, I just 3 days ago thought about this. How I'm gonna go to university to hand over my dissertation. I have 48 hours. They will close the road, they will go mad. Thanks God, this nation, to a certain degree, they know what to do and how to deal at the time. But that is marked, is sometimes is something that I have in my mind, it crosses my mind every day. Will my child be safe when he goes in the bus to school? Will me be safe when I get on the tube to go to work and then I have to change, get the train to come home? One day I'll get home, because I do believe there is somebody out there not happy with this, that will cross his mind so dangerous, and then will inflict pain in such a way that you're gonna say, yeah, it is true. Whatever you're out there, if you're a Jew, Christian, Muslim, and non-believer, whatever, think about if we need to erase some kind of humans in detriment of another humans. It is important, it is critical. Does the American politicians realize when they say, oh, this is the best money ever the United States has invested to create pain on Russia? Does he understand those words? And then when they come with these shenanigans and say, oh, that misinterpreted. Every time a politician says something in the first instance that is true, when he comes back and say to you, oh, I've been taken out of context, is just trying to survive another day. He realized he crossed a line, a very dangerous line. And that is what happened right now. What's happening down there in the Middle East. This is one of the red lines, very dangerous. You know, the way things are going, bombs everywhere, people, special Shapiro opinions, the ambassador of Israel consider how important is the people of one side, not another side. This is not time of choosing sides. This is a time to reflect on how we move forward. Even with all these technologies, all these things, how these things can be stopped. If we don't stop it, it's the full blow of the third world war that we are in right now. Believe it or not, it looks madness, crazy. Please leave your opinion or comments. Enlighten me to understand what is the dangers we are living on. Is worth it what our politicians are doing? Is worth it to trust them? Or we need to stand and ask, I must be the next to be killed? Because what I understood here, if I'm right or not right, I am no longer important in this humanity. This is the truth, how I feel. I'm no longer important. The most important people right now, you know what I'm talking about. I hope also there is people out there, they understand this. We are just modern slavery. This is all about. When Mr. Biden opened his mouth, that shows to the American citizens and other people in the world how ill these guys are and how ill and dangerous these people becomes. And these people can take you out anytime. So how are we gonna stop this? How? This is a great question. How? China have a billion population. India have another billion population. Other countries are going. Brazil is growing out of proportions. So what is next? How many countries? The United States has put sanctions, and these countries are still there standing outside there. How possible? These things I have to start to pop it out. South Africa is coming out firmly in their legs and condemn. Why? Those people, they experience apartheid. And apartheid, if you've never been in South Africa, I recommend you to go to South Africa and try to find the victims of apartheid, talk to them. Go to Soweto, where Mandela used to live. Go just that small house, that small street, in Velagazi Street. I do recommend anybody to go to that street and start to look back and say, take those old pictures that have been shown to you and go to that point and reflect what's happening in Gaza today, what's happening, how these people jump that billion-dollar fence wall and go kill others. This is not a festival. It is very hurtful to talk about this. If you ask me, I'm in fear, I am. Because I know tomorrow, there is no tomorrow. Every day I wake up, I know there will not be tomorrow. Because patience is running out in somebody's mind. And that when it runs out is what we saw in Afghanistan. American troops leaving like rats. That was painful to see a very powerful country like United States of America do something like that. That it is a painful. When you saw the Soviets doing the same. So where we going from here? Anyway, if you take me out of context, whatever you're gonna think, whatever, brother, I know anytime and moment the West can come. So I'm just a piece of a puzzle, the smaller grain of sand. But it is scary. Nobody tell that to you, calm down. Let's see this thing from another angle, another perspective. That is where the problem starts, and there where the conversation have to start. When the president of Egypt said to Blinken, no, man, I felt my blood going cold 10 times. When I see Pierre Morgan going bananas without realizing the damage is created out, if you know you're the boss or you're whatever you are, you need to take this guy out of the air. This guy needs to become out. He's not longer an influencer. This is a bomb. It's a dangerous element. It's those atoms on the air that is create fear. Anyway, I hope this message, you brother and sister, that we talk about this great traveler, African traveler. We talk about gossip. We talk about another things. This today was a reflection of fear. Sometimes we just walk in the street without realizing. So, shalom, thank you, kanimambo, grazie, karasho, whatever language you are out there, whatever religion you believe. Let's put this thing, cold water. We need to put cold water. This is a serious, serious problem. Anyway, hope you had hear me. If you want to insult, if you want to say whatever, subscribe to my channel, share it, give a thumb if you like. Also, I'll appreciate your comments. Whatever is your thoughts, that's what I say. We need to respect and love. All the disagreements we have in life have to have a platform, a common platform possible. It's not oil. It's not the millions in the bank. It's not the weapons that will make you stay here on the face of earth. Those are material stuff. When you die, gone. We got Steve Jobs as a great example. Thank you, brothers and sisters. If you like it or not, let me know. Cheers.